So haters are gonna have their heads explode probably when they see the numbers. Like,
I have a spare wheel. It's like it was shaking the ground in there.
so this video over here is sponsored by the haters that's been commenting on my videos for the last 6 months, ever since we supercharged the first Dark Horse ever, which is the manual. So right now we've got both cars filled with 93. They're both stock besides the Gen 6 3.0 Whipple Supercharger. And should we pass emissions before or after the dyno? Anytime, exactly, because you can pass emissions in any state. It's 100% legal, street legal. You can take it to the track. I've ran these cars on the drag strip 5 times back to back within 20 minutes. And the temperatures never went up, you know, like everybody else is over there opening hoods, blah, blah, blah. No need to do any of that. You can drive it to the track, you can race, and you can drive it home. You don't need a trailer, ever. But so the plan today is we're gonna take it down to the dyno. I'm in North Carolina in the mountains, so elevation, all that, temperature right now is 65 degrees outside. So I'm gonna run both cars, hopefully 3 times each on the dyno, and I'm gonna see what they show, because these cars are now 100% production. All the haters were saying, you know, like, oh, the 24 is not tunable, blah, blah, blah. It's true for everybody else, not for Whipple. Whipple has had a tune for these 24 Dark Horses for the last 6 months. I've been daily driving my cars. Both of them have over 3,000 miles, no issues at all. I always rebuild cars, so I kind of hate buying new cars because there's nothing to fix. Nothing's broken, you know. So I am trying to sell one or maybe both of them and just buy a wrecked one of these, because I like to rebuild stuff. I like to rebuild stuff. I like to bring it back to life and then drive it, you know. So both of them are for sale. They're listed. So if you're interested, hit me up with some offers. If not, I'm gonna put them back to stock and scrap them. By scrap them, I mean just sell them as is without the supercharger. But that being said, Alex, my cousin Alex, is behind us in the auto Dark Horse, which if you're new to the channel, it's exactly the same color. The auto is the handling pack, so it comes with a lot more cool stuff. This one's kind of a base model. It has Magnerite, but it's not the handling pack. So a few months ago, me and Jacob actually took a trip down to Palm Beach Dyno on the auto. We drove it there, strapped it to the dyno. That was pre-production tunes, calibrations. So the car dyno, that's 755 to the wheels. Since then, there was like probably 10, 15 more updates, you know. So what I mentioned earlier is these cars. So what I mentioned before is these cars are 100% Whipple production, and the public are actually getting these kits in and installing them, and the numbers are just being proven daily, and haters out there still don't believe it. Whatever. This is a 24. We're in 24 now. We're not in 2015 anymore. We're in 2024. So we're over here in Flat Rock, North Carolina at the Mechanical Advantage Racing LLC. They have a 4-wheel drive dyno, you can see right here. This is where I dynoed my GT350 with the Whipple on it about 3 years ago. Now we're back with both Dark Horses. So if you need a dyno, or they specialize in Subarus and stuff like that, they build engines. They build a Subaru over like 1,000 horsepower. So if you need Subaru parts or anything or work done, or a dyno, all-wheel drive dyno to be exact, check them out. Zoom in on them. Oh, show the pulley we're running, 3.750. That's what comes with the stage 2 Whipple kit and the big throttle body. So you can go down on the pulley. I guess some people already did that, but we're trying to show what is in production from Whipple, stage 2. Both of these cars are stage 2, by the way. So as you can see, the numbers aren't great. 669, well 675 was the highest we got, and 594 torque. That's not accurate at all. What's happening with this auto car is it's cutting power. ABS lights start flickering and all that, so I don't know, something's wrong with the car. And when I ran it at the drag strip a few weeks ago on the quarter mile at Bristol, I felt like after 80-90 miles an hour, the car just cut power, and it basically, that's why. So something's wrong with the car. We ran it like 7 times back to back. This car didn't have any issues before, so something's definitely wrong. Ever since I put those Mickey Thompsons on, I think is when the car started having more issues. Not more, but issues. So we're done with the auto for now until I can figure out what's going on with it. There is a code, I forget what it is, but there's a code that we should probably address. But I'm taking the manual down, or the auto down right now, and gonna load up the manual and see. Hopefully that one will do better. That one didn't have any issues, and we'll see. We'll just see. Still trying to dial it. Was the highest. See?
That was like that. Like, this is super efficient. Usually, by the third pole, I usually lose like 20 to 30.
Really?
So even hot, this car is.
Well, the way this blower is designed, like the cooler's on top, so the air goes through the cooler twice.
Okay.
So obviously the manual Darkhorse just did 823, 822, 821, very consistent at 720, 716, 715 torque. So 3 runs back to back to back. Right on the money. I mean, that's as accurate as it gets, and that's with cats, 93 pump gas. So obviously something's wrong with the auto. There is a code that I don't like that I'm seeing. It's some kind of configuration code, so I gotta figure it out. After the car hits like 80 miles an hour, the car freaks out. It doesn't like it, and it just cuts power, and that's why we were only making like 6 something. So that's definitely not it. And if you can hear the difference in the video, this car actually sounds different. because it's full power. The other one is having issues. So I'm gonna figure out what's wrong with it, and we'll be back with just the auto. But I'm happy with this manual, and get your Whipples stage 2. Get stage 2. If you're gonna get a Whipple, just get stage 2 right away. It's actually cheaper. If you need to upgrade to stage 2 in the future from stage 1, it's more expensive. So stage 2, you don't need the warranty. This thing's reliable. I put over 3,000 miles on both cars. We went from North Carolina to Florida and back in Dyno and drag strips, all that. Yeah, so we're gonna leave and maybe go to the drag strip tomorrow. Obviously, if I can figure out what's wrong with the auto, I want to take the auto to the drag strip. And if I can't, then I'm gonna take the manual. Sure. A little bit of change of plans actually. Today we're supposed to be going to the drag strip, and we are, but we're only bringing the auto because the second driver had an emergency and he couldn't drive the car, so I had nobody else to drive it last minute, which is cool. And he might be able to show up later, but the problem with this auto was actually a configuration issue with the PCM. When I went in with ForeScan, I changed the tire size because I went 325s, 30, 19 in the rear, so the tire size changed. And I changed it with ForeScan, and that created a problem. So it's my fault. There was a configuration code in the PCM, and the PCM and ABS, and I guess body control module, didn't like because they weren't communicating properly. But that code is now gone. You can actually do that with the Whipple tool that you get with the kit. A lot of people may not know that. I didn't know that, but you can actually reconfigure the PCM, and I guess all the modules you can do that. So you don't really need IDS or FRDS or anything like that. Whipple tool does a lot more than just flash your car. You can actually read codes, clear codes, and do a configuration. So this thing is actually at full power now. We didn't get the dyno it, obviously. If you saw the clips, it was only doing like 650 because it was cutting power due to the configuration thing. It was just like, the car didn't like that. As soon as it hits 80, 90 miles an hour, it cuts power. Basically, the throttle body, I guess, doesn't open up fully. These cars are just so smart. If it feels like it's not safe, it won't let you push it. So that's actually a good thing. So again, it was my fault. I'm not going to be able to dyno it in the next few days because I'm taking a trip, but next week, it might be in this video or the next video, I'm going to put this back on the dyno, and we're going to actually show the numbers on this. This one should do a lot more than 822. The manual did 822 and 720 torque. Ran it 3 times, and it was the same power basically, 822 and then 821 and 820. Like, it was only dropping 1 horsepower per pool, and it was like back to back. We didn't wait between pools. It was just like back to back pools. Right now I'm hoping to show up to the drag strip, and I want to just run this thing like 3, maybe 5 times back to back, non-stop, and we'll see what we can do. The best time I did in this, while I had the issue with the configuration, was 6.9 at 104, and this is 1/8 of a mile. So let's see what we can do. I'll see you at the drag strip. I really wish this was a 1/4 mile, but we work with what we got. You like how I color matched it?
Oh yeah, KAGC, KJ Racing.
Ready to run? Let's do it.
Might as well.
Yo, this is my boy Kevin over here. He's got a 24 5.0 automatic, right? 10-speed auto. It's stock, right? 100% stock. Or you have that
Green filters.
Green filters. That's like 40 horsepower.
E30.
Gonna stick it.
E30. And
Did you drop your pressure?
it's at like 34.
I've got 22.
work with a dealer.
It's 82 degrees outside. I think that's all she's got because the first run was 7.1 and the second one 7.1. For the weather, I guess that's all she's got. I'm curious on the mile per hour. It does spin, so that's with traction on again. Maybe I should turn traction off. I did that last time and didn't work out for me. 7.1 at 105, exactly same. Exactly the same. I don't think they did anything to the track. It's like ice, which is not surprising, but I mean, gotta work with what we got. I think I'm gonna park it for a few minutes. Maybe let it cool down outside. It's 86 still. Oh man. So I jumped the line. 60.16. 7.0 at 103. Alright, I'm gonna park it for a few minutes. Do it one more time and then I'm gonna head home because I gotta get up at 5 a.m. So just still can't figure out like what is the best RPM to launch it. This track is kind of weird. The burnout is the best part, I feel like. Better than that, and I'm tired. I actually recorded a log this time too. 7.2 at 105, so it's just pretty much same run every time. Well, that's all the energy I have for today's drag strip. Today is Thursday. On Monday, I think I'm gonna take this back to the dyno and we're gonna run it and show the horsepower. Yo, so we're back on the dyno with the auto Darkhorse stage 2 Whipple. So we fixed the problem. Apparently it was a configuration issue with the PCM when I changed the tire size and all that, because the manual didn't have the problem. So we fixed the problem. We're gonna run it 3 times and see what this car does, so we can actually show real numbers. This car is completely stock besides the Whipple Supercharger. So let's see what this thing will do. We're gonna go in the room and watch the TV and hope for the best.
Nice.
There we go. 880. Yeah, I don't have a spare wheel.
If we can get a tire.
Yeah, the cougars are on.
958 horsepower and 766 torque.
Dude, this thing sounds totally different today than last time. Like this thing, it was shaking the ground in there.
No, it made it to Redline.
Okay.
It's a real number.
All right. Well, that's all we need to know.
It was maybe, it must have blown right when we hit the rev limiter, because you can see, like, these pulls let off at the exact point. And one is the 880, and the other is the 958.
Dude, my heart skipped a beat when I saw the smoke. I was like, dude, the engine went.
I wasn't, just, I mean, I was in the car. I could feel the, like, I was like this, and then it just sunk.
Yeah.
And all I thought was, I'm like ripping your body work up, and I can't hit the brakes on the dyno.
All right, damn.
But
That's crazy. So you've seen what these cars can do. This is the manual. We had to leave the auto on the dyno because Dark Horses don't come with a spare, and we ended up ordering 2 new tires. We're just gonna go ahead and replace them both, and I'll have one as a spare. But this is out of the box. This is a Stage 2 Gen 6 3.0 Whipple Supercharger. The pulleys are 3.750. That's what you get in the box. A lot of people downgrade or upgrade the pulley to like a 325 or 3.0 maybe. And there's no retuning required. So haters are gonna have their heads explode probably when they see the numbers. Like this one did 820 to the wheels, 822 to the wheel. It's the manual, cats, everything. The auto just now did 958 to the wheels, and that is crazy. Yes, I did put E30 in the tank. Is it illegal? No, it's not. So don't even comment if you're a hater, because E30 is a fuel you can get at the pump, right? So you get 11 gallons of 93, and then you put 5 gallons of E85, and that's pump gas, in my opinion. There's nothing illegal about it. You can mix the fuels. You can do whatever you want with those fuels. There's no law against it. So yes, that is like a life hack on these cars. No retuning required, like I said, and you can make all the power you want. Now, will that car hook up on the track? No, because everything else is completely stock on my cars. I'm trying to show everyone what this production kit can do on the streets, because not everybody wants to go 8 seconds on the highway, you know what I mean? So this is fun, and you got to be careful because these cars are crazy. I've had some close calls myself, you know, at high speeds on a professional course, of course. But that's gonna be it, I guess. So haters, keep commenting, because these videos are sponsored by the haters. And if there was no haters, then what's the point of doing this, I guess? So stay tuned, like and subscribe, and get your Whipples ordered ASAP, because you don't want to wait. You want to get this thing installed and hit the roads. I've had both of these cars for over 6 months, both Whipple Supercharged. This one is close to 4,000 miles. The auto one is like around 4,800 miles on it. So I've had no issues, which I'm happy and sad, because I love working on cars. I love fixing cars. I love getting wrecked cars and putting them back on the road. These cars, nothing's breaking, you know. Yeah, that's that's a bad example. Nothing's breaking on these cars, and it's kind of boring for me because I'm hands-on. I want to fix something. So like today a tire blew out, and I'm like, nice, so now I get to fix something. So stay tuned, and we'll see you in the next one.